whiskey on my blood, got a headache now. Been drinking bad whiskey all night long. Hey baby, got a headache now. It was late last night when I come home from getting that spoonful. It was late last night when I came home. Hey baby, got a spoonful. Not even Adam with the first two people got that spoonful. Yeah, even Adam with the first two people. Hey babe, got that spoonful. I've been drinking bad whiskey all night long, got a headache now. All I want in this whole wide world, hey baby, is a spoonful, a spoonful, 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 spoonful. Hi, and welcome to my second video for Fretboard Blues. The snippet that you've just heard was a song called About a Spoonful, which was written and performed by Lipscomb back in the 1950s, but I actually learnt it off a Whiz Jones record about 50 years ago, I guess. Couldn't play it as well as that then, but I did attempt it. And that's really the reason it's there, because I'm going to continue talking about how my sort of music developed through life, I suppose. And in video one, I'd left you where I'd actually stopped playing. In the mid-70s, I just stopped playing guitar, as I said previously. And the reawakening, as I'm calling it, somewhat dramatically, but it was that in a way, was in around 1997, I think it was, when I got asked to go out to a folk club by a good work colleague. I think she was particularly keen that I met her husband, Andy, who was a guitar player, and I'd mentioned that I had in the past sort of dabbled with guitar and that. So off to Barnsley Folk Club I went, saw a very good act there, some interesting floor singers, and, you know, had a really good time that night, really good time. Best time I'd had for ages. And I thought, bloody hell, why have I not been to a folk club for 22 years? It seems crazy. So, yeah, that's pretty darn good. So I started going quite regularly. I just sort of crept in at first in my typical style and sat quietly at the back and left, didn't talk to anybody very much. But eventually I got to feel comfortable there. And I took my guitar, I took the plunge, and started playing stuff like Spoonful and that, which is, as I say, why I opened this particular video. And I did that for a couple of weeks, and people were very nice and polite and that. But then this lady called Doreen, who was an elderly lady, very smartly dressed, well turned out, very prim and proper and precise, took me to one side and said, "Dave, what you're playing is very nice," he said, "but it's blues, isn't it?" She says, "and this is a folk club, you know, and we like folk music here, so it's not really a blues club, you know, so do you think you could maybe do some folk music, you know, for us?" So I said, "Well, yeah, you know, I'll have a think about it and see what I can do." So I did precisely that. I started by going back to what I'd been doing before and think, right, so what did I do? You know, what did I play? Excuse me, I'm just going to need a cup. What did I play back in the day? And then, yeah, okay, there was, well, yeah, there was Ralph McTell, wasn't there? Playing things like this. I played some Bob Dylan. There ain't no use in sitting wondering why, babe, if you don't know by now. Ain't no use in sitting wondering why, babe, doesn't matter anyhow. When your rooster crows at the break of dawn, look out your window, honey, and I'll be gone. You're the reason I'm traveling on. Don't think twice, it's alright. Yeah. So those kind of things. Tom Paxton too. I played some of his stuff. You know, Can't Help But Wonder Where I'm Bound was one of them. And I started thinking back to my folk club experiences in Bradford, and I remembered that there was this chap called Brian who used to be the MC, the person who, you know, sort of ran proceedings. So he'd kick off every week, and now he was quite a good singer, was Brian. There was just one problem with him. He only knew one bloody song. He didn't know anymore. He only knew one. So he used to get it every week at the beginning. And it's a well-known folk song, Scottish folk song about whaling from, called A Bonny Ship the Diamond. And I've always rather liked the song, even though, of course, nowadays the subject matter is possibly slightly dodgy, but never mind. But I thought, well, I'm not going to do the unaccomplished kind of thing. That's not me. I wouldn't know where to start. I need a guitar in me, and if I'm going to play something. So I thought, see if I can work out a version of The Bonny Ship the Diamond. And I happened to be messing about with open G tuning at the time at home. You know, you doodle around like. And I thought, right. So I came up with this. I'm not going to play it all. It's just a snippet again. The diamond is a ship, my lads, from the day that straight she's bound, and the kit is all garnished with bonny lasses round. Captain Thompson gives the orders, sail the ocean wide, where the sun never sets, me lads, of darkness dims the sky. And this cheer of me lads, let your hearts never fail, on a bonny ship the diamond goes fishing for the whale. So, there we go. There's me. Got into the traddy bit, but of course, not quite. I did happen to go to a folk club in Huddersfield and play that. And a fella said, bloody hell, I've never heard the Booker White version of The Bonny Ship the Diamond. He says, that's a first. So, yeah, right, fair dues. So, yeah, there we go. So, I dragged up stuff from my influences, but from what I was playing before, you know, and also came up with examples like that where I'd redo kind of things that I knew in the dim and distant past. And yeah, so that was it as far as from the past is concerned. But I knew I also needed to look at more contemporary things. So that's what I did. So the next thing I did was start looking at, talking to people about, you know, what have I missed all this time? You know, who was good? Who do I need to listen to? Liking the kind of music that I like, you know. So people mentioned Paul Brady, who done some great stuff. Richard Thompson. Nick Jones, and they were people who I started to listen to and really sort of quite got to like. So I started doing some of their stuff. People who've seen me play will maybe have heard me play this before. I still play this now because it's, well, why not play it? It's such a great song. Red Molly said to James, "That's a fine motorbike. Girl could look special on any social light." Said James to Red Molly, "My hat's off to you. Vincent Black Lightning and it's 1952. And I've seen you on the corners and the cafes, it seems. Red hair and black leather, my favourite colour scheme." And he pulled her on behind, and down to Box Hill they did ride. Vincent Black Lightning, written by Richard Thompson. Another fella who was amazing, who I didn't really get to grips with as much as he drew from the traditional stuff, but that was Nick Jones. He was a fantastic player, and massive sort of repertoire, and very prolific, until unfortunately his whole career was cut very, very short by a terrible accident on the way home from a gig one night, and he didn't play again. In fact, until quite recently, I believe he has started playing again, which is an amazing and wonderful thing, but I've not got to see him. Yeah, so this is one of these "Dave, I might mess this one up" songs. I had a mate who was very nervous, who always used to say this to me before he played them: "Dave, I think I might mess this one up." And this is one of those. I said he didn't say mess up, but it's a video, so I'm being polite. There we go. But this is called Canadiaio, and again, just a little snippet. Of a fair and a handsome girl, all in her tender years. She fell in love with a sailor boy, and it's true she loved him so well. For to go off to sea with him, why she did not know how. She longed to see that seaport town of Canadiaio. So, I used to play stuff like that. I learned to play stuff like that and include that in my repertoire, which gradually grew as time went by.